Hey, good evening,
Hey,
everyone.
Welcome to Islands Wednesday with Postcard Travel Planning.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the big top. That's it. We got the latest news for travel. We got some exciting things to talk about.
Yeah.
And we got some great things to talk about actually. And then actually not
It's been
really
a
too
busy
many
week
bad
getting
things.
home.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been on the move.
As you know, we had our group on Norwegian Jade this past weekend. We had a wonderful time. It is going to be an annual cruise, so we'll be doing it in January of next year, and to follow every January. So I will be posting soon about 2024's cruise. So if you guys want to jump on that, excuse me, you guys can do that. So
yeah, talking about that cruise, a couple things. We got actually a tip for you, and we're going to talk about that.
yeah,
later. We're going to talk about that.
I was just going to go somewhere else with it too. I forgot.
Yeah. So, really quick, one of the things that why it was such a great cruise was the staff and the people on the ship. And I'm going to tell you the reason why, because our trip was from Tampa to Key West to Great Stirrup Cay, private island in Bahamas. We got all the way to the private island and couldn't get off the ship due to heavy winds and waves because they tender in there, so we could not get in. But they turned around and then we left. And then the other thing that happened was heavy fog warning in Tampa, which I've not seen in a long time. So bad that they pushed the ship in early. And about midnight, we were crossing the Skyway Bridge. Was it after 12?
No. The half the game was still on. It was like 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, so they had to pull in early.
Yeah, because remember we talked about the casino having to close,
I took a picture
and they didn't announce that the casino and stuff was closing. So
and tell them why the casino closes
because we were in U.S. waters at that point.
Yeah,
but luckily we had not had a great time in the casino. I mean, we had a good time. We didn't have a great winning time in the casino.
Yeah. 10-14.
I did win on the roulette table. I do have to say that. But I was also going to tell you we had, of course, Norwegian's they have great Wi-Fi. Don't get me wrong. They don't have the best Wi-Fi. So it was kind of hard for us to do. We did a couple lives from there when we could, but it was a little hard to do lives. Plus we were really busy with the group, making sure everybody was taken care of and entertained. So
yeah, so great trip, great cruise. To finish the story on the complaining, we were at Ocean's bar, and I said, we're not going in there. And so I knew we weren't going in there by the winds. But anyway, they did the best they can, and no fault to them. And we want to be safe. I'd rather be on the ship safe than try to have an accident with a boat and a tender.
Yeah.
But anyway, with that said, I look over to the left, and there's no less than 20 people waiting to get drinks. And we're sitting at the bar. Fortunately, we had a seat. So we purposely didn't order too much so that other people could get drinks. But anyway, not one person complained.
No.
Not one person complained. And crazy, yeah.
And I think I have to say, I think these were some of the best best bartenders that we've had on a cruise. We had our couple favorites that we went to their bars wherever they were. The Martini bar was popular. I think Dennis's drink of the week is from there this week. I will share it. And
we'll share the tip
Oceans.
Too.
We stayed there because the way the shifts work, that's the two bartenders.
I drink.
And the whiskey bar. We did have a great
whiskey champagne bar
on the whiskey bar. So anyway, we had a great time. And we're on to our next adventure. Even though we're exhausted.
So Lavender Patch Martini. Thank you to Norwegian.
Delish.
Yep. Shout out. I actually posted the picture from the menu. Very unique. It's probably something you haven't had. I will tell you, it's really good. Vodka lemon. It has a lavender puree or lavender syrup, pineapple juice, and mint leaves. And then they put a slice in there. So great drink. Actually, excellent drink.
Just shared it.
You've got it now. It's all shared.
Yeah.
And there's fun. That bartender was really good. So very magical.
They were very nice, especially to me, but they were good to Dennis too. But they were very nice to me. So tipping gets you.
Yeah, we'll tell you about that.
Tipping gets you a long way.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
So moving on. So, what do you got?
No, go ahead. You go with
these.
I have been crazy. Not nonstop since we got home yesterday. Everybody's freaking out about the icon price. The group that we have that we just got back with. They're all booking for September because they cannot believe the price. So I've been crazy since we got home. So Dennis is gonna
selling a lot of bookings. So
Dennis is gonna have
MSC
most of your news tonight. I'm just gonna listen.
MSC CEO Gianni Onorato, Onorato, said they got some big news. Most importantly, there was talk at a meeting we're at. They said they want to take over the cruising market of North America, and they're going to do it. So starts up now. New York City all year round with Meraviglia. Miami 3 and 4 day cruises are now out of there. 5 ships for the winter of 2024. So we're experiencing now. They moved enough ships here, so we have plenty of ships, and then expanding Ocean Quay. So between all of that,
they're shutting that down and fixing it. Yeah.
They're shutting it down and fixing it. Then return to China. They're now going to be sailing out of China. So so here's a quote that they had. Reason going to be do this because they're family and privately owned company, so they can make decisions faster and better.
They can sustain too.
Yeah, can sustain. So here's the negative side of the cruising right now. Suez Canal over there, the Red Sea, canceling cruises through there for obvious reasons. Just look on the news. Got unrest there with the U.S. military
a lot of
being shot at, pirating going on. So in the Middle East, going over there, some of those countries right now, they're going to be blocking cruises. Three cruises from MSC alone are being shut down.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. Oh, another great thing. Talk about Tokyo cruising. Tokyo, Japan. They opened their port up. They didn't have it open for international passengers till recently. So getting international cruises in there, and they're expanding, and they are on fire over there. They said it's safe. Great excursions they have. They're great sights to see right outside Tokyo. So it's a great port. So if you put that on your plans, a lot of great things they're talking about Tokyo. So which is pretty cool. 2023, it really expanded. They started back in March of 2023, really with international, and they bumped it up. And if you're wondering when to go there, spring through the fall is the time. So basically over the summer, but the spring and the fall, they said the weather is amazing to visit Tokyo. Haven't been there yet, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, what else? Oh, again, that's a great one there. But let me talk about Royal Caribbean Rescue at Sea. Harmony of the Seas was out in the Caribbean, down in around Mexico, and they come across a broken down fishing vessel. Been broken down for several days with no power, no radios. They couldn't get out, nothing. They were stranded, starving. And this Harmony of Seas saw it, and they circled back around. And can you imagine not even communicating with them? So they circled back around, and they rescued six fishermen and a dog. So pretty awesome story for Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Seas. But those captains out there and that crew on those ships, they really pay attention.
Yeah.
They're paying attention. And, it's just a ship out there. I get it if you're doing a Mayday or calling for help and all that stuff, but they couldn't. So, all right. There we go.
All right, so let's talk about a little bit of Royal Caribbean news. So, as you know, we have been letting you know. I'm going to go big with this, actually.
Go big.
Do this, okay?
Oh, God, I can't wait.
Okay, so we've been talking about the Icon. We've showed you videos of her coming into port. We've showed you videos in the making. We talk about the 2 groups that we have, September and November. But we just wanted to bring you a little bit of exciting news that we got this week. We're going to be sailing on the Icon next week.
Yep.
We are so excited.
Yep.
Are you going to be a little more excited?
No, it's funny. It's funny how you just did that.
Excited. We are doing the naming ceremony on the Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas. So you are actually going to get live videos of the 2 of us on the Icon of the Seas. And we know the Wi-Fi will be good because it's state of the art. State of the art.
State of the art. They got multiple links on it.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm excited. So first out, shout out to Royal Caribbean. First off, very hard to get on those ships. They weren't allowing travel agents on, or not many, and they were focusing on media. And they had a lot of dignitaries. They had an agenda for this week.
Yeah.
And thanks to Mel from Royal Caribbean reaching out to us last week and offered us an opportunity to come on and promote it and so forth. So we're going to be able to do that. And then, of course, that'll help promote us people for the groups in November and September, but all year long. I know we got people we got friends going on it
people
all
going
year
on
long.
next month. But we're excited. You know how we've done a lot of inaugurals, and I think this is probably the most exciting inaugural, because there's so much there's been so much press and you know, greatness leading up to this icon. So we will be on her starting on the 23rd for 3 days. So we are super excited. Dennis may not look excited.
Yeah, I am excited. It's
he
last
is excited.
minute. Obviously,
we were
it's last
shocked.
minute.
We were really shocked. We were very shocked to find out that we were going, but we are very blessed that we are, and so we can't wait to take you along with us. It's gonna be exciting. 3 days, no sleeping. It's gonna be no sleeping.
Yeah, and like I said, we're very blessed to have this opportunity because not many people do, and it just came to us. We do a lot for them; they do a lot for us, but we were just very fortunate.
Yeah,
it was God's blessing.
There it is.
Yeah, that's a great photo. That is an excellent photo.
Yeah.
Anybody know where that is?
Now, keep in mind, this is a huge ship. Okay, we're going to be on it for 3 days. Technically, so
big ship.
The 23rd, 24th, 25th, we come back the 26th. So we are going to do as much as we can in 3 days to be able to show you this, but it's going to be impossible to get videos and pictures of everything. So bear with us. If you've seen some of the highlights of the ship, or if there's something that you've been wanting to ask about or see, please send us a message and let us know, because like I said, it's going to be hard for us to see everything and take video of everything, but we will do our best to do the as much public space, common space as we can.
Yeah, it's going to take a little, and we'll have Gabby posting all of this because we've already worked out a plan. So you're going to start to see our videos being posted faster. We got so much video and footage and ships and stuff. She's organizing and going to be punching this out on social media. And also, one other thing I was going to say about that.
Well, and I am going to try especially two of the cabins that I'm going to try to view is the Interior Plus, which is what we have for our groups, and the Family Surfside. Those are the two main cabins that I'm definitely going to make sure I see.
But we're in
the Central Park. We're in the Central Park. So you will see that cabin definitely. But the other two is what we have available. So we're gonna make sure that we at least get videos of those.
So this is like second to none to anything out there, and opportunity to enjoy this cruise next week. So
very excited.
Listen,
I'm very excited. I don't know about this one over here. It's kind of like
in the cruising world, there's not anything bigger than that.
Yeah. So let's talk about. They have announced the Icon has a new chief dog officer. His name is Rover. He's a golden retriever. He's going to be actually on the cruise ship all the time, doing walking up and down the hallways, crew morale, guest morale. So it's something new. So I am sure that we will see Rover, the golden retriever, when we are on. It's very exciting.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it is exciting because we are starting to see more dogs because they're service dogs and stuff like that, and they have pet areas. And now that they're infiltrating hotels, right, constantly, they have pet areas. Listen, we can manage this. They can manage this. But being in a Coast Guard for as many years as I was, and two of our boys in there, we have morale dogs a lot at the stations where the dog was taken care of by all the crews that came on. The crews shift out, right, every 48 hours, or depending, 72, 48-hour shifts. They stay on base. So the one crew for 48 hours manages the dog. The next, and the dogs love it because they get all of these friends, and really cool. So I'm really excited. That's a great story. Man. Yeah, that's a great story. I will get pictures and video of that dog, so we can talk and verify all that stuff. So, exciting news for Carnival. There's rumored out there. This has been going on. There's negotiations on 4 new mega ships being built in Italy. They're finalizing it now. It's not finalized, but rumors are strong. There's been several meetings, but they're going to be mega ships, 208,000 tons. So this is just breaking gossip that's out there, but that's probably what's happening. So if you remember the Oasis Class Royal Caribbean ships around 226. Mardi Gras Jubilee celebration with Carnival is 180. Liberty Freedom of the Seas, Liberty of the Seas, which we're going on the following week, is 160,000 tons. To give you an idea, it is a mega ship. So yeah, 200,000 tons. That'll be built. Oh yeah, 1.6 billion each is what the estimated cost is going to be.
Wow.
Like $7 billion. And talking about ships, they're still sailing Carnival ships that were less than $1 million, $700,000 to build, and now we're at 1.6 billion over a span of 28 years or 30 years, whatever it is. Yeah, pretty cool. All right. Anything? Oh, you got. Oh yeah, that's the last two things you had.
Yeah.
The dog was probably the best story. We'll talk about the tip too.
Going on the icon is the best story.
Oh, the best story. Two things. There was a 3-year cruise, Life at Sea. It was a cruise line. It was a Turkish cruise line, Miray, Miray, had put out cabins from $90,000 to $975,000. They sold $16 million or more. They sold more than that, but the ship canceled, and now they're not getting their money back. And there are people in Florida that just filed a lawsuit with the Attorney General, and it's got a lot of traction. Supposedly, $16 million of the money was used to put up front to try and buy a Ada Aurora, which is a used cruise ship from Ada Cruise Lines, and it never came to fruition. So they were changing ships in the midst of this. So just weeks before they were supposed to sail, it doesn't sail. People trying to get their money back, and it's been months and they can't. Deadlines have been passed and so forth. So what a mess. What a mess. I'm not giving my money to a Turkish cruise line. So, all right. And the last thing I've got to report on, we're talking about airlines. I remember you've been following this Spirit Airlines, Frontier Airlines, JetBlue merger. If you remember that, back last year, they went after Spirit, JetBlue did, and bought them out, and it was blocked. There was like 7 or 8 states filed with their attorney generals and filed complaints to block it because of it's going to be monopolizing the industry. And so we reported on this the past few weeks about the stocks dropping, JetBlue stocks being low, and Spirit Airlines. Well, it was blocked. It was just blocked. So now today, so it's now causing a ripple effect.
Yeah.
Spirit is they're talking about possibly going into bankruptcy, but I don't know they could survive it. But they're looking at rates driving down. I did a lot of research on this because it's thought we need to know. So the reason they're blocking it because they are feeling that they could monopolize the routes and also then pricing, and the passengers wouldn't be able to have bargain competition. Well, that's kind of interesting. So they're stepped in there to block it for passing. I don't know if it'll hold because they can appeal it, but just want to let you know that was blocked today. So that's why the stocks are down, and you'll see it in reflection of it.
Yeah. So let's talk about the stocks. Royal Caribbean, $123. Carnival, $16.85. Norwegian, $17.06. JetBlue, $4.71. United, $37.86. Alaska Air, $33.63. Delta, $37.15. Southwest, $28.02. And Spirit is $6.09. So
$6, and I looked at it. It was down, I think, $1.89.
Yeah.
Which is like most of it's like down 0.02 or 0.20 cents.
Yeah.
It's $1.89.
Wow.
Huge drop in the stock market.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I just want to tell you, this is what it feels like in Tallahassee. I'm going to add the snow because it's very cold here. I don't know where the rest of you, how it is, but it is very cold in Tallahassee. So we're going to just put the snow up here because we are going to freeze to death, I think. At least we had ice where Dennis was dripping the faucets last night, so our pipes didn't freeze, which it's a shocker here in Tallahassee.
Yeah,
so I do have to say.
It's interesting. Up north, they're used to houses being warm, and not everything is air conditioned. In Florida, everything's air conditioned, and they got warm, but it can't sustain long below 20 degrees. weather.
Yes.
And the heat pumps on the like last year at Christmas, our heat stopped. We went to midnight mass, came home from midnight mass, and our heat stopped, and we didn't have any heat. And it got down to 40 something degrees in here.
It's gonna be quite chilly. It's 23 degrees
Quite
this
chilly.
morning. So that's why I have the snow up, because we're just cold. And I actually just said to him a little while ago, I'm cold. And he looked at me and was like, did you just say you were cold? Which I never, if you all know me, those that do know me very well, I never say I'm cold. So
yeah.
All right. So let's do your joke of the week. Go ahead.
So the joke of the week is a good one. You may have heard it before. It's a long time old joke. When I saw it, I said, oh, it's perfect. Absolutely. Elementary school teacher talking to her kids and says, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to throw out a word about an animal, and you're going to tell us what they give us. So the first one, she throws out pig, and then asks the little girl, and she goes, what does the pig give us? Bacon. Yay. Throws out to the next kid. What does the chicken give us? And then the little girl says, eggs. And then she says, Johnny, what does the big fat cow give us? And he goes, homework. That's just funny.
Stupid. Oh my God. That's the stupidest thing I've heard. Oh Lord.
That's a good joke.
Him and his jokes. But you all encourage, so this is what we get.
Yep. And I had another one.
No, we don't need any more. I made an executive decision. We don't need any more jokes.
I had a great Alaska joke too.
Oh goodness!
All right, I'll tell it to you.
No.
What are they? What kind of pictures do they take in Alaska?
I don't know.
Polaroids. Polaroids.
Okay, we gotta. That's really stupid.
Hey, they're safe.
That's stupid.
They're safe. Oh, tip of the week. We got to tell you about the tip of the week.
Okay.
It was so obvious to us.
Obvious.
But
and we say this all the time,
so
and nobody listens.
Let's just say, okay, so if you haven't taken a cruise before, let's say you go somewhere to it's a bar or a buffet, and there's people there, and it's free, right? You're getting it because of something, right? Either you're paid for it, all inclusive, or whatever. Tip, okay, tip. We watched hundreds of people not give them one tip. Now on a cruise, if you get the drink package included, or if you purchase a drink package, it does take a gratuity, right? It does take a gratuity, so technically you do not have to tip.
Technically.
But when you have
you don't have to.
2,800 passengers fighting for the same thing, what makes you different? And I will tell you, they didn't give us anything more than other people, but we got drinks like quicker. I watched them go by, and we literally, this is a exact story. We walked down by the champagne bar. You had to walk down a corridor, and there's two bars on an angle, right? On a kind of an L. Champagne bar here, whiskey bar over here. And as we walked by, there was one seat open. Amy went and sat down. One of the bartenders knows that she likes a French martini, and they can only make it at those two bars. They saw her coming. She sat down, put her stuff up there. I put my hand down. The bartender walks up and sets a French martini down and walks away. And she looked at me and said, "Can you believe that?"
Well,
I go,
"You're SOL."
Yeah, she said, "You're SOL."
I said, "You're SOL because I'm taking care."
Well, I said, "I'm not sure about that." So the two bartenders were working, and they're busy, and they all of a sudden the one bartender circles back around after about a minute with a bottle of Crown Royal in his hand, puts down a glass with a little bit of ice and Coke in it, and pours Crown Royal in it and walks away. We will tell you.
It wasn't just that one time. It happened every single time they saw me, or I happened to go to one of the bars that didn't have Chambord, and he actually left the bar and went up to another bar and brought it back down so he could make just my drinks. It happened the whole time we were on the ship. I mean, I finally got to the point where I was like, he can't bring any more drinks. Because
friends of ours, I watched them. Friends of ours, we were at the whiskey bar with the football game, Tampa Bay. The waiter came over, and he had served us because we had the restaurant reserved for our group. So we had our own private cocktail party and stuff the first night. So they kind of knew us, and we tipped them. That's our job, right? We reserved it. So we tipped them as PostCard Travel. But one of our friends, I watched him give that guy $20, and he came back over. And if I had an old fashioned, he brought 2 Buffalo Trace old fashions and set them down in front of me. Then went on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. They did service everybody. They didn't cut them out. But it's just that little extra detail. We're not saying, you know, try to buy the waiter or whatever. We're saying celebrate good service. If you don't get good service, then don't tip them. But if you want to do something different for them, they rely on tips, and most of them are from other countries and some third world countries, and they don't have a lot of money. A $20 tip is like $100. $5 is like $20 to them. And that's like a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, and there was one point there where the gentleman at the bartender that you see tonight on the drink of the week, he was slammed. I can't tell you a night that he wasn't slammed. And if he saw me, I don't care if I was 5, 10 people deep, he would make my drink and set it down and make eye contact with me and tell me it was there. So, I mean, it's not just because I sat down at the bar, it's because they saw it. And it was fantastic. They were fantastic. I can't speak enough. Anyway.
And I want to show you back there, Karen. We got a gift from Karen that was on there. There's your
it's our little
there's your cruise ship we just added there.
Added it to our
and we got flyers coming in. Yeah, we're
flyers.
Flyers on the flyers on the printer coming in for more trips. So
yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all. Now we got to do the drawing.
Yeah, we're gonna do the drawing. Just a reminder, programming next week. We will be on the icon for our show. So the show will not be a normal rundown or way we do it. Again, it will be on one Facebook page. We will then show the recording on the Postcard Travel. So if you're watching tonight on Postcard Travel, make sure you go to my personal Facebook page because that's where we will be live. Same thing throughout the cruise. We will be live on my Facebook page, but then when it's ending, we will share it on the Postcard Travel page. Okay, so just remember that's programming next week, and we're excited about that. So, same thing for the week after because we will be on the Liberty the week after that. If we have any programming issues, we will let you know that we have to move it or what we're doing. Okay, so just kind of watch for that. So, all right, our giveaway for tonight. All right, our first winner is Janet Hartman. I see Janet on here. Thank you for watching. And our second winner tonight is
drum roll, please.
Doing the drum roll is Felicia Smith. Felicia Smith. Congratulations. I'm writing your names down here so I remember.
Congratulations.
So there we go. Yeah. The next few weeks, just make sure that you are sharing because it'll be 3 weeks down. We'll be doing the drawing because of course we will be away. So
we're just going to give a shout out here so I'm going to show you, everybody collects coins now. This is one of the best coins, New York City, Coast Guard. This is our son, Jordan Post, Station, New York, United States Coast Guard. Really cool coin. Reason we're saying that is you got to watch the Knicks tomorrow night on TV because he got asked to be honor guard.
Let me get this right off here so they can see it.
Honor guard for the United States Coast Guard to represent at the Knicks game. And they're going to be tomorrow night in New York City representing. And he was allowed to bring a friend and he was allowed to, and they're feeding him. So to get to go to the game, he represents the national, when they do the national anthem.
He'll be carrying the flag.
He'll be carrying the flag. So if you see him out there, you'll see Jordan Post. Yeah. Shout out to our military, as always, to give us these freedoms. And our son, Jordan, proud of you.
So that's the Knicks game. So tomorrow night, try to find the Knicks game. And at the beginning, when they show the honor guard. So that's awesome.
All right. Until then.
Until next week, we're gonna not forget the 23rd. We get on the icon.
We're gonna blow your phone up with it. You're gonna see it. We're gonna do a lot of shorts so we can get you like different areas. So we're gonna cover as much as we can because there's a lot on there. But yeah, for 3 days,
everything we can.
Everything we can, Tuesday through Friday. All right, stay safe, everyone.
All right, have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
Bye.